Okay, how to actually insert a value inside struct? So to insert a value, basically just use the dot. For those who are familiar with object-oriented programming, this is similar, where you actually use the variable name followed by dot and also the members of the struct. Okay, in this example, I have the student, strc student. Strc student is the variable name for the struct, and simply strc student.char id, you can straight away get the user input and assign a value according to the what user key in. Okay. Also, you can set other members of the struct. In the next one, where I actually set the first name by simply use the dot value. So if you have an array of struct, just simply add it into a loops, okay? And before you put the dot, you have to actually refer to which index. Okay, in this example, I have put the square bracket before the dot. Okay, after the square bracket, only then you can put the dot and which members of the struct you want to set the value. So if I want to put to insert the gender, so I have to actually define another strc student followed by square bracket the index, only then the dot and the name of the members, which is the gender. Okay, to read a value from struct, similar, you have to use the word dot, which referring to the members of the struct. Okay, as you can see, this is very similar to the one that you are inserting value into the struct. Again, if it is an array of struct, just put it inside a loop, and before the dot you have to use the square. Notice that this is similar as a normal variable. Okay, if you have an array of string, array of float, array of char, so you just have to put the square bracket inside the variable. Okay, to compare a struct variable, you cannot simply or directly compare a struct into another struct. Okay, this will produce an error, a compile error. So to compare it, you have to actually use the dot also and compare the members to a members, or compare the members into a certain value. Okay, see that this green green syntax. Okay, if I want to compare this first name with another struct members, so I have to actually use the dot followed by the members and equals followed by another struct and the members of the struct members. Okay, now we'll be looking at how to pass a struct into a function. Okay, now to do this, this is just a simple declaration, right, where you have this function get student info, and you have one parameter which is the student. Okay, student is actually a struct that we have declared previously, right? So this is similar with just a normal variable that you want to pass. Okay, to return a struct as a whole, okay, you have to define the function according to the struct name. Okay, in this example, you have the student, okay, followed by the function names, and since this return struct as a whole, so you have to return strc temp, which strc temp referring to student struct.